Y'all, picture this. Europa's ice caves, a frozen maze of jagged tunnels and glowing crystals, home to a scrappy human colony. Getting targeted by the Zynari swarm, these telepathic insectoid aliens that move like a single mind and think they own the galaxy. They've brought their buddies, the Lumora Shades, shadow-like energy parasites that slink into your tech and turn it against you. The galaxy's still buzzing about Sol 7 and Luna 4 kicking alien butt. But they're betting we're out of tricks. The Europa's just a popsicle waiting to get cracked. Spoiler, they're so wrong it's almost sad. So, grab a coffee, maybe a burger, and kick back, 'cause I'm Lena Vox, and me, Kai, Kay, and Joe are gonna spill how we rocked those buggy freaks and their shadowy pals with some all-American grit, wild smarts, and a big OL. You picked the wrong iceball attitude. It's 2480 and humanity's still clawing its way through the stars. Europa's a tough gig, just 4,000 folks living in ice caves, scraping by on fusion tech and stubbornness. I'm Lena Vox, early 30s, a musician turned rebel with dreadlocks that glow under blacklight from my club. Tay's got a tattoo of a guitar on my wrist from when I thought I'd be a star. The Zynari want our fusion reactors to power their Hive ships. And they've got the Lumari Shades, creepy, flickering shadows that mess with electronics like poltergeists on steroids. They think we're pushovers, just a bunch of cave dwellers with no fight. I'm standing in our icy command hub, boots crunching on frost, thinking, not on my stage, bugs. My crew's no elite squad. Dr. Kai Patel's a neuroscientist, 40s.com as a frozen lake. His glasses fogging up from the cold. He once rewired a Zynari signal to study their hive mind, just for science. Joe Boomcarter's RX minor, late 20s, buzzed hair. Always itching to blow something up, with a grin that says trouble. The rest of Europa. Miners rigging drills into weapons. Techs keeping our reactors humming. And kids, our ice rats running cables through frozen tunnels. No army, just pure hustle. The Zynari don't bother with subtlety. They broadcast this psychic signal, all eerie and buzzing, straight into our heads from their hive ship. Their leader, the Zynari Overmind, appears in a hologram massive, clicking insectoid with glowing compound eyes, flanked by a Lumora shade flickering like a bad TV signal. Its voice hums in our skulls. Surrender your reactors in 24 hours, or be consumed. It brags their hive mind, boosted by Lumori tech, can overload our brains and fry our systems. I'm in our command hub, a carved-out ice cave, lit by glowing crystals, standing on a crate, looking at shivering faces, miners, families, kids, clutching tools. I'm like, they think we're frozen meat. Let's show 'em we've got some heat. Kai, adjusting his glasses, says, Lena, what if we disrupt their hive mind with sonic frequencies? Music could scramble their telepathy. Joe, tossing a grenade between her hands, grins, or we blast their shades with EMPs, make 'em scatter. Folks are scared, but chuckling. That's us, laughing in the face of doom. I'm thinking, combine those, we've got a hit. I lay it out. Kai blasts music to mess with the Zynari. Joe rigs EMP traps for the Luma, and I lead a decoy run in my junker ship, Starbeat, to keep the swarm busy. It's chaos. It's crazy. It's our jam. Those 24 hours turn Europa into a frozen war factory. Our miners, tough as permafrost, are out there rigging ice drills into sonic cannons, turning mining gear into weapons that hum with power. Who've kept our reactors running through ice storms are wiring old speakers into a network to amplify Kai's music, hoping to fry the Zynari's hive mind. Our kids, those ice rats, are the real MVPs, sliding through icy tunnels, dragging cables, and setting up coms like they were born in the frost. Sky's science crew, a bunch of brainiacs who'd rather study than sleep, analyzes a captured Zynari signal dodging Lumori shades that flicker into our systems, making screens glitch with static. Joe's inner element, raiding the colony for explosives mining charges. Old reactor cores, even some homemade bombs she's cooked up in her bunker. She's rigging the caves to pulse with EMPs, hoping to scatter those Lumeri shades like roaches in the light. Me, I'm in Starbeat, beat-up smuggler ship I have tweaked with a sonic broadcaster and a decoy pod to mess with the Zynari's telepathy. I hit the comes, voice echoing off the ice. This ain't just for Europa, it's for every human told to quit. Let's make these bugs wish they stayed home. The colony roars cheers, curses, fists pounding ice. That's our vibe, all heart and defiance. It ain't all smooth skating though. Zynari's psychic buzz keeps us on edge. Their hive, mind creeping into our thoughts, making us see nightmares friends, turning on you, caves collapsing. The Lumari shades are worse, slipping into our reactors, making systems flicker like they're possessed. We get creative, quick. Our barista, Sam, who slung coffee through every crisis, mixes chemical flares to mess with the Lumera sensors, making M think we've got hidden defenses. Old Ms. Lee, our librarian turned tech, rigs up ancient radios to broadcast fake troop chatter, keeping the Zynari guessing. Even our cook, Big Tom, gets in on it, using his freezer vents to amplify Joe's EMP pulses, making M hit harder. It's like the whole colony's one big, frozen band. Everyone pitching in with whatever they've got, tools, brains, or just plain guts. Let's shout out the unsung heroes. There's Carla, our 60-year-old comes tech, who's been wiring Europa since the colony started, looping fake distress calls to trick the Zynari into thinking we've got backup coming. Then there's Leo, a teenage ice rat with more guts than sense, rigging solar panels to power our sonic cannons, keeping the Zynari dizzy. Even the bar crew, usually pouring drinks and swapping tales, starts mixing chemicals for Joe's bombs when she runs low. It's all hands on deck, every soul proving humans don't just freeze up. We're scrappy, we adapt, and we keep rocking, no matter how cold it gets. The Zynari hit like a blizzard. Their hive ships drop through the ice fog, Zynari drones swarming like locusts, their psychic buzz deafening. Lumori shades flicker into our systems, shorting out lights and comms. The hive ship looms above, a buzzing nightmare ready to crack our caves. Kai's team sneaks into a downed Zynari scout using a cracked signal. But the hive mind hits him with psychic terrors, losing your family, failing everyone. Kai, cool as ice, cranks his rig, blasting a mix of rock, hip-hop, canned country think screaming guitars, booming bass, and twangy banjos. Eat this, you buggy hive, he yells, and the hive mind glitches, Zynari drones twitching like they're drunk. His crew uploads a sonic fire-sold Earth's playlist from metal riffs to rap battles. I'm on the comes, laughing despite the frost. Kai, you're wild, but it's working. The hive mind's scrambling in the Lumari dim. They get a shot at the hive ship's core,